So the question for today's video would be, would Anthony Davis consider leaving the Lakers in the 2020 NBA offseason? And obviously no one has the answer to that yet, but we definitely have some interesting words from Anthony Davis, so watch here.
Over the next couple of months, we'll figure it out. I mean, I'm not, 100% sure, but, that's why my agent is who he is, and we'll discuss it and figure it out.
So now you might obviously think that Anthony Davis has a chance of leaving the Lakers. Obviously not a big chance, very slim. But he also said this on an IGTV video recently.
My first, man. We're going to run it right back. Run it right back.
So he just showed you guys that he is definitely committed to staying on the Lakers for the nearby future. But it's definitely not 100% because you never know what he's thinking and what his agency is thinking. But Lakers fans, you at the end of the day should not worry about his decision-making process, because it's most likely going to be that he's going to stay on the Lakers because he had a tremendous season with LeBron on the Lakers, and there would be barely any reason that he would want to leave that franchise and that dynasty with LeBron. But now I'm going to talk to you guys about the 3 teams that have a legitimate chance of signing Anthony Davis, and I'll rank them for you guys as well. So top 3 teams that have a real chance at landing Anthony Davis in the 2020 NBA offseason. So let's get into number 1. Number 1, the Chicago Bulls. So the reason that the Chicago Bulls have a legitimate chance at signing Anthony Davis is that it's his hometown team. He was obviously growing up in Chicago, born in Chicago, and he's even openly stated that he would want to play for the Chicago Bulls because of those reasons. So let me just show you guys right here.
I believe Chicago is the mecca of basketball. There's nothing really to expand on. That's some of the greatest players that ever played the game come from Chicago.
And then he went on to say that he'd basically not rule out Chicago as a destination for the future and for his future. So once again, if he'd leave LA, the reason that he would go to Chicago is obviously that it's his hometown team, and he definitely wants to play there in front of his family and friends. So I think this is definitely under consideration for Davis. But if he's thinking about championship hopes, well, it's not happening AD in Chicago unless Chicago trades for some superstars as well. But right now, for the Chicago Bulls team, and adding Anthony Davis there, for an example, would not look like a championship contending team at all unless they make some significant changes and trades for superstars on their roster. So now we're going to hop into the second team. Number 2, the New York Knicks. So personally, I am a Knicks fan, and I definitely want to see this happen, but the chances are definitely slim. But he also stated that he would definitely like to be on the New York Knicks and in the mecca of basketball in Madison Square Garden. So let me play that clip.
Every team, was on my list at the time, and then I kind of cut it down, and they were one of the ones that made the final cut.
And why was that?
I talked to some guys over there who were still there, and I feel like, playing for an organization like that, especially in New York, it'll be something that I was always interested in. You see Melo was there, and a history that the Knicks have, and a historical franchise it is. I thought it was something that I could definitely be a part of.
So there you go. That's what Anthony Davis said about the New York Knicks organization. So he'll definitely consider them in this 2020 free agency if he becomes a free agent. So I think the Knicks will be a top option for him because it's the mecca of basketball in Madison Square Garden, playing for New York, which is a historical franchise, as he stated in that video. Would be definitely a great opportunity for him. And if he actually restores the Knicks into a playoff contender, this man will be the icon of New York for a few decades, if not more than that. The man will get streets named after him. He will, if he makes the Knicks go to the finals somehow, some way, with his talents and capabilities, and if the Knicks make some moves in free agency, obviously with Leon Rose there and all the other guys helping him out, and if they trade for some more superstars, that could be a dynasty in New York. I would definitely love to see it as a personal Knicks fan. It's definitely not a huge chance. Lakers are definitely on top of his short list of 3. For me, I consider it being 3 teams. So if Leon Rose actually pulls it off and gets Anthony Davis to New York, Obviously, the Knicks have cap space in the 2020 offseason, so that should not be a problem. And to get Anthony Davis as well as trading for some superstars is already a playoff contender, a legit, deep playoff contender. So I think that's definitely a nice thing for the Knicks. And if they can actually pull it off, that would be literally insane. Anthony Davis would get streets and places in New York named after him if he could actually take them to the finals and win a championship. And he'd definitely be the guy on the Knicks. So I think he definitely wants to be the guy. Obviously, he's playing under LeBron right now. And speaking of LeBron, let's get into the third and final team. So team number 3 is the Los Angeles Lakers. So obviously, Anthony Davis would want to stay with the Lakers, and they're the clear-cut favorites to sign him back and to re-sign him for a probably 5-year contract and a 5-year supermax contract. So that is my belief, is that he's going to stay on the Los Angeles Lakers unless things somehow drastically change in the Lakers organization or something like that. But that's definitely not looking like it's going to happen, thankfully. So I think he's going to re-sign with the Lakers, and they're the clear-cut favorites because they are set to win many more championships in the years to come with LeBron, because he's proven at this age of his, 35 years old and about to be 36. So he's definitely proven himself that he can lead this Lakers team with Anthony Davis to the finals and to win the chip. So I think that Anthony Davis will ultimately choose that as his next or same destination in free agency. So because he's obviously with LeBron James, and winning more championships, I'm sure, is his top priority over loyalty, over money, and over that stuff. Winning is his #1 goal. So that is my belief. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below of this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new. It was KNYT here, and I'm out. Peace.